In a world divided by tribes and torn by war, rose a man whose name would shake empires, whose sword carved the fate of nations. None Khalid ibn al-Walid, the undefeated general, and the lion of the battlefield, the sword of Allah. And born into the Quraysh tribe of Mecca, Khalid grew up in a world of honor, warfare, and pride. He was strong, sharp, a natural-born warrior, a man molded for battle from the very beginning. When the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, called to Islam, Khalid stood on the other side, fighting for Quraysh in the Battle of Uhud. And it was his tactics, his strategy, that turned the tide against the Muslims that day. But destiny had greater plans. Soon after, Khalid would open his eyes. The truth of Islam pierced his heart deeper than any blade. And when he embraced Islam, he brought with him the mind of a genius tactician and the heart of a fearless soldier. From that day forward, every sword stroke he delivered would be in the path of Allah. At the Battle of Mu'tah, against a Roman army of over 200,000, the Muslims were vastly outnumbered. One by one, the commanders fell, until the banner reached Khalid. He took command, broke 9 swords in a single battle, and led the Muslims to safety, earning the title from the Prophet himself, and Saifullah, the sword of Allah. And that sword would never be sheathed again. He marched through Arabia, Persia, and Rome. His brilliance at the Battle of Yarmouk crushed the mighty Byzantine Empire. The Romans called him a ghost on the battlefield, unseen until it was too late. He fought in over 100 battles, never losing a single one. Cities surrendered at the mention of his name. But Khalid wasn't fighting for glory, not for wealth, not even for recognition. And once, when he heard that the Caliph had removed him from command, he smiled and said, "And I did not fight for Umar, nor for the Caliphate. I fought for Allah." This man, who conquered empires, who shattered armies, died, not on the battlefield, but on his bed. And with tears in his eyes he whispered, "And I fought in so many battles. There is not a spot on my body without a scar from a sword, an arrow, or a spear. And yet here I die on my bed like a camel. May the eyes of cowards never sleep." Nen Khalid ibn al-Walid. Ninae, legend etched into history. Na, warrior of unmatched might. Na, servant of Allah until his final breath. The sword of Allah, never broken, never defeated.